Let's talk about the dream of retiring abroad on a UK pension. Sounds lovely, right? Sunshine, affordable living, and maybe a glass of something local in your hand. But where can you actually retire cheaply while stretching that UK pension far enough to live comfortably? Spoiler alert, it's totally possible. First, let's crunch some numbers. The average UK state pension, as of now, is around £608 per week for those couples who qualify for the full amount. That's roughly £2,431 per month, or just over £29,172 annually. If you've got a private or workplace pension on top of that, your budget might be a little bit bigger, but we're just focusing on the basics here. Living off the state pension. Now, where can you retire on this budget and still enjoy a great quality of life? Number 1. Portugal. Portugal, often topping the list of best places to retire in Europe, is our first stop on our list of places to retire on a UK pension. But why Portugal, and why is it such a popular destination for retirement? Well, first off, it's one of the most affordable countries in Western Europe, hands down. The cost of living is about 30% lower than the UK, and rental prices are even more attractive. A one-bedroom apartment in smaller towns like Tavira or Faro can cost as little as only £400 per month. When you account for about £120 in utilities, you're left with a whopping £1,828 for food, leisure, and however else you want to enjoy your retirement. Speaking of which, Portugal offers sunshine for most of the year, beautiful beaches, and a strong expat community, so you definitely won't be alone. Food is another huge win here, but that goes without saying. A 3-course meal at a mid-range restaurant costs around £10 to £15, and a cappuccino? Less than £2. That UK pension might make you feel like a king here. Plus, Portugal's non-habitual resident tax scheme could mean you pay very little tax on your pension income, which is a massive benefit. Number 2. Spain. The land of siestas and sangria. Spain offers a slightly higher cost of living than Portugal, but it's still incredibly affordable compared to the UK. For example, a one-bedroom apartment in a smaller city like Valencia or Malaga might cost you £500 per month, and utilities could add another £100 to £150. That still leaves you with about £1,781 for anything else, like groceries and entertainment if you're a couple on the full state pension. And groceries are cheap. A loaf of bread costs less than £1, and fresh produce from local markets is both crazy good and affordable. Healthcare in Spain is excellent, and, for retirees, affordable through the Spanish public health system or private insurance. The sunny weather and relaxed lifestyle might even lower your stress levels. Just imagine retiring to a little seaside village or a historic town with cobblestone streets. It's not just a dream, it's absolutely doable. Number 3. Bulgaria. If you're feeling a bit more adventurous and want your pension to stretch even further, Bulgaria might be your answer. This Eastern European gem is one of the cheapest countries in Europe, with a cost of living 60% lower than the UK. A one-bedroom apartment in a city like Plovdiv or Varna costs just £200 to £250 per month, and your utilities might be as low as £50 to £70. Let's call it £320 total for rent and bills, leaving you with over £1,871 for everything else. That's a lot of room in the budget for a great lifestyle. Eating out is almost laughably cheap. A meal at a mid-range restaurant costs about £5, and a pint of beer? Around £1. Whether you fancy a relaxed rural lifestyle or a spot near the Black Sea, Bulgaria offers incredible value for retirees. Number 4. Thailand. Heading further afield, Thailand is a perennial favorite for expats looking for tropical weather and low living costs. The exchange rate works in your favor here, with a UK pension stretching much further than in Europe. In Chiang Mai, a popular retirement destination, you could rent a one-bedroom apartment for as little as £300 per month, and utilities add another £50 to £100. Groceries are dirt cheap, and you can dine out at a local restaurant for £1 to £2 per meal. Let's say you budget £500 to £600 monthly for rent, utilities, food, and transport. That still leaves room for some travel or hobbies to the order of around £1,831. And yes, like others on this list, Thailand's private healthcare system is high quality and affordable. While you'll need to budget for health insurance, the costs are often far lower than in Western countries. And let's not forget the beaches, cultural experiences, and welcoming locals, which are enough to sell anyone on this Pacific beauty. Number 5. Mexico. Mexico is definitely not just for US retirees. It's gaining popularity among Europeans, too. In smaller towns like Mérida or San Miguel de Allende, a one-bedroom apartment costs around £350 per month, and utilities are about £50 to £70. Groceries and dining out are also inexpensive. A basket of essentials might set you back £20 to £30 per week, and a meal at a nice restaurant? Just £5 to £7. That's an incredibly comfortable lifestyle for around £700 per month, leaving you with a £1,731 cushion for extras like travel or hobbies. Mexico also has a visa program specifically for retirees, making it relatively straightforward to move there. Plus, the vibrant culture, delicious food, and warm climate are hard to beat. So, where should you go? The answer ultimately depends on your priorities, and all have something unique to offer. Do you want a European base close to home? Or are you ready for a bigger adventure in Asia or Latin America? Whatever you choose, the key is planning. Research your options, visit potential locations before you embark on your expat journey, and get familiar with visa and healthcare requirements. To sum it up, retiring abroad on a UK pension isn't just possible, it's actually very practical. With careful budgeting, you could be sipping wine in Portugal, enjoying tapas in Spain, strolling the streets of Bulgaria, or lounging on a beach in Thailand or Mexico. Your dream retirement is closer than you think. As always, stay curious.